This episode is recorded in front of a live streaming audience.
Prepare to attack the enemy's control points.
Get behind me, Doctor! I am fully charged!
You are listening to Control Point, a Team Fortress 2 podcast with Brent Copeland, Eric Fullerton, and Wes Wilson.
Control Point, episode 79, recorded on June 21st, 2009. I'm Eric Fullerton.
What? You are totally going out of turn.
I'm Brent Copeland.
I'm Wes Wilson.
And I went out of turn.
You did! I can't believe it. How many episodes has it been?
It's been 79.
79 episodes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Eric's ego's getting the best of him.
Well, see, I missed last week because I was on vacation.
So you're just saying it for last week and this week?
Yeah.
See how I saved you there?
For the
That's
worst
kind of friend I am.
episode ever.
That doesn't get you any bonus points. Missing episodes doesn't make you special next time.
I know. But I had a birthday last week.
Happy birthday.
That was really the reason I went to Florida.
Are you 14 now?
I'm 15.
Oh.
Got that
learner's permit.
Yeah, I can't wait next year. I get
license
a
to drive.
car. Yeah, so.
Little Corey Haim.
Yeah, Corey Haim.
Isn't that his name?
Yeah, but I don't know why you brought that up.
License to drive.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
It's Corey Haim we're talking about here.
So let's start with a little bit of the old briefcase.
Really?
Does Brent have a
Are you
briefcase
sure?
this week?
Do you really want to go that far? I mean, that's really...
That's
rough.
all the way in the next segment.
No kidding.
So, Brent, why don't you open this briefcase?
Okay, let's see. Gonna click, scrunch.
That was the worst.
open briefcase. And in here, actually, we have a couple advertisements.
Wow, on our show?
Go figure. First, I would like to say thank you to purebuttons.com. They gave us some free buttons, and they expedited our shipping for some buttons to get there before PlayOnCon. And I've got to say, we get all of our buttons from Pure Buttons. So if you've ever gotten one of our buttons, you've seen the quality. They're always good, they're always quick, and they're always pretty dang cheap.
And pure.
Also, we'd like to thank uberprints.com, who are the people who made our shirts, and they expedited them to us to give them
Uberprints.
Uberprints.com. So and they did a great job on the shirts, and we still have about, I think, 6 that we've got to mail off, and a couple are in different countries, so it was kind of holding up things. I'm going to mail off the ones to American folks this week.
But the dude in China... We really want to get your shirt to you, but it's going to take a little while.
Yeah, it's costing a bit, so we were going to get there as fast as possible. But you should be getting them within the next week or so.
Yes,
is what I'm looking at. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, we've got a jingle here. Do we want to play that?
Yeah, this is a nice little jingle. Here it is.
Hello, it's Ash. Just wanted to let you guys know that I rented a game server off a website that isn't lowpings.net. And it didn't end well, and so I decided to put it into song for you guys. Well, I was looking for a server which to choose. Want a good pick and a voice server too. Too bad I didn't know that the site I chose sucked, cause I'm playing with so much lag I might as well idle for unlocks. LOW, that spells low. Pings.net, get a server baby. I heard their ads on CP. Thought about going but was too lazy. Now instead of having fun, I'm fighting bugs. Archon commands were set, wish I'd done to lowpings.net. LOW, that spells low. Pings.net, get a server baby.
Wow!
Epic.
That's
epic.
Awesome. Man.
Nice job, Ash.
I wonder if they're going to put that on their website.
They should. And speaking of, AshWilliams, I don't know if you guys know this, but he just recently released his EP.
Yes.
This is his band,
and by recently, we mean a month ago, and we've been forgetting to mention it.
Or not being on air and stuff like that. But you definitely, it's in Amazon, it's in iTunes. I've actually bought one of the tracks off Amazon, and it was so easy.
Oh, okay.
So you should all go there. You can actually go to blip as well, .fm, and if you search for it on there will be a link right there to buy it underneath it. So you can own the whole thing for fairly cheap. I think it's like $5 for all of it.
Yeah, it's well
really
worth
good
money.
stuff. So definitely go get it. And you can also check them out on MySpace. Is that just slash Dumb Blonde Dead?
Something like that.
I think so.
So, status?
Sure.
Are we in agreement?
Status.
It's time for status?
Yes.
Status.
Okay, so...
Would you like to state your status, Brent?
yeah, it's really not much. I didn't really get to play that much this week.
That's not surprising.
I spent all day Friday in line at AT&T, multiple stores to...
Ooh.
It's actually a very long story about how I was looking at my bill and it was like $400. And I was like, okay, my bill shouldn't be that much. And apparently when I got my last phone, I switched my numbers and I had a BlackBerry, but I didn't have BlackBerry service. And they turned it on and like reactivated and all these fees for that. And then all these fees for like using something on, like BlackBerry started sending stuff back to their company. I don't know if it's contacts or something, but I didn't have any kind of plan on there for that. So it was just charging for every time. So it just meant anyway. So I had to get into a bitch fest with them on the phone to get that removed, and apparently I found out that I'd get my iPhone in this window where I could go upgrade for just the cost of the new iPhone. So I went down there and to get the new iPhone. And they were like, well, you got to have the box. Like, I went through all the rigmarole about blah, blah, blah. They're like, well, you got to have the original box and the charger.
What?
And blah, blah, blah to exchange your phone. So I was like, okay, can you hold it for me? Because they said they're, really low. But and they're like, no, we can't hold them. First come, first serve. Blah, blah, blah. So I ran home, got the box, come back, they're out. When I got home, I was like so mad. I was like, I just hear. And I look over, and this guy, this lady's going, I'll be right back if y'all can hold this for me. And I look down, and it's the 3GS phone. And the guy's like, sure, no problem. She runs out the door. And at this point, I'm like infuriated. And I walk over there, I'm like, now, okay, I was here ready to buy the damn phone, and y'all wouldn't hold it for me to go get a box, but you hold it for her because apparently she looks better than I do. And he's like, oh, no, we got one in the bag. And so I got back in line, and 45 minutes later, they tell me they're sold out again. But send me over to the other...
This is a very exciting story, by the way.
Yeah. Send me over to the other AT&T store. And a long story shortened... Shortened, because I'm not going to make it really long. I had to wait another 45 minutes there, but finally got there. So
wow.
Then, that's about it.
Didn't you have to give your old phone back?
Yeah.
So you can't give it to me?
No, I can't. Hey, but they're only $99 now for the old ones.
Nah.
The best thing was my old one was refurbished. And I got to trade this one in and it's not refurbished.
Sweet.
So I was very happy.
Well done.
Sir.
So I'm going to drink some more now. Sweet. So how was your week?
iPhone 3GS, drink. My week was pretty good. Actually, it's 2 weeks because we didn't podcast last week. We did. I've been playing a lot lately. And as someone in the chat room correctly pointed out, my medic numbers are starting to reach my demo numbers. Because as I complained about last time, I'm not playing the demo as much.
Oh, yeah?
I'm finding it is I am not finding it a potent class. If I need to do damage, I will go Pyro first nowadays. If I need to tear somebody up, I'm going to go Pyro.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
And as a matter of fact, Bad Easy points out that last night we were playing some Turbine, and I needed to take out a sentry, and so I went Pyro, and she had it like snuck behind the little in Turbine, not Turbine, in Labor, behind the little silo there,
Mm-hmm.
I just ran around the corner and. But I didn't.
People still play Labor?
Yeah.
That's
You wouldn't believe what we did to people last night. I can't believe you didn't log on. We were having so much fun. I mean, it was full-fledged CP After Dark last night.
Wow, last night?
Yeah, me and Clyde, we were teleporting.
Just tweet this stuff.
We were teleporting people. I turned on disco mode.
Wow.
And I had us play Pac-Man. Have you played the Pac-Man level yet?
Yes.
Oh my God.
It's fun.
Basically, it's a big Pac-Man style maze with a control point on each corner. And there are large ghosts that go through the maze. And the 4 ghosts have 4 different speeds. The red one's really, really fast. And like scouts are the only ones who can outrun it. And
that's neat.
if a ghost hits you, it kills you.
Huh.
And it is so much ridiculous fun. First time I played it was on Torchmaster's server, so we can all blame him because every time I get on CP1, we're going to play Pac-Man. But it's all...
Hey, in the same vein, have you played Donkey Kong?
No.
It's basically you played Donkey Kong. It has the ramps up with the ladder.
Oh, wait, I think I remember that. That's an older one, though, isn't it?
It could be. I don't know. I played on an all video game server, and it was like rotated Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, and there's a couple other ones.
Robotron.
I don't remember.
Donkey Kong was cool, but it never really got polished. Like, it was never really...
Yeah.
I don't know. It was neat, but...
Well, Pac-Man is a lot of fun. First off, you're running around in the maze, and each of the 4 segments of the maze has a different color. And each control point on your little map of control points at the bottom has a color. So if you you need to get the orange when you go to the orange section of the board.
Okay.
And at any point in time, you can look up at the ceiling, and the ceiling has an exact copy of the map on the roof with the ghosts on the map, so you can
How's that? Is it a mirror or something?
No, it's a version, like it shows. It's kind of cool, and so then you can run around and try to get everything. I mean, it's essentially a scout map,
okay,
for the most part, because you're running really long distances and you want to get away from the ghosts. But oh man, we had so much fun.
That's awesome. I want to play it now.
The soldiers learned that you can actually like jump up on top of the ghosts and ride them like mounts. So we played that a lot. As a matter of fact, I put it on it. And at first people were complaining, and there was a couple of rock the vote things that came up.
Oh, really?
And I'm like, anyone who tries to change the map will be kicked. I'm just warning you right now. And then finally the map ended, and we went on to something else, and everybody was like, change it back to Pac-Man! Change it back to Pac-Man! That's how much fun it is.
Oh, wow.
You don't get that often.
No, you don't.
Look at that.
And I was actually having some mic problems lately, and I just thought I would share them because I think it's pertinent information. I don't know what's been causing it, but periodically my mic won't work. My USB mic on my headset won't work. So what I think it was Torchmaster told me to do this. What you do is you can Alt-Tab out and you go into your settings, and your Steam settings on the voice section, you can actually set which device you're using. And somehow Steam was changing my voice source. So just if you're ever having that problem, if your voice isn't working, but everything about your voice seems like it should be working, then go check that. I heard one of the funniest quotes the other day. I can't remember what map we were playing, but we all, like my whole team, like ran around the corner and we got mowed down by a sentry. And one of the guys goes, "Oh no, they have an owie." And I just thought that was delightful. And then I also played a lot of DB Heights. Have you?
Oh no, I know of it, but I haven't played it.
I've been playing a lot more of it, and it's been a lot of fun. And we've actually been playing, I've been mainly playing Medic, NG, and Pyro lately. And a lot of times I'll team up with another NG and we'll do power NG stuff, where it's just jung, 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 jung. And yeah, digga. But it's been a lot of fun, and I've been teaming up with some good NGs lately, and we've been doing some stuff. But yeah, all the people who complain about DB Heights, you're crazy people. It's a lot of fun.
So crazy.
But I actually played quite a bit over the last 2 weeks. I've actually had a little bit of time, and it's been fun. I've been playing some more Far Cry 2. I'm about a quarter of the way through the game now. I'm slowly working through that. I quit playing it for a little while, but I for some reason, it's a good late night game. Like, it's a good winding down for the night game. Because you spend a lot of time. I've jokingly called it the driving through Africa in a Jeep simulator. Because you do a lot of driving around. And but on the whole, it's fun. And I dig it. And I've also been, I kind of cut down my Demigod play because I get a little frustrated with it. I have been playing some, I downloaded the Overlord 2 demo, but I haven't played it yet. And
yeah,
I also ate a whole day up with The Sims 3.
Ouch.
I mean, I knew I'm a gamer. I've been a gamer my whole life. I know that the moment that you put Sims on your computer, that day is gone.
That's it.
Yeah, you're basically sacrificing. You might as well just build an altar and sacrifice your day to the Sims gods. And I did.
Isn't that fun, really?
It's not that it's super fun. It's one of these things where it knows how to do the carrot on the stick. Your next goal is immediately in front of you. And once you accomplish it, another goal has quickly replaced it. So it's one of these things where it's like, well, if I can just get that next cooking point, then I can end my game. Oh, wow, wait, I can cook some new recipes. Why don't I go buy them at the bookstore? Okay, cool, I should try out these new recipes. Oh, wait, I'm close to a promotion at work,
See, it's weird how little you've inspired me to want to play that game.
Well, wait, is that a single player or a multiplayer game?
You tell me.
It's a single player game, so you don't play it anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, true.
Anyway, okay, that's my week.
Speaking of new games, I did download, I don't know if anybody else did this, download the pre-download of America's Army. It's a free game.
The number 3?
It just added to Steam. Yeah. And they had a pre-download, and I just noticed that it was active to play. I guess it finally went live.
Yeah.
So I did play that one day, and it was, I don't know, there's some parts that were a little choppy. I never actually got to a part where I shot anyone.
Really?
I was on, training mode. And
Oh, yeah, I played the first one, and it was nothing but laser tag for days.
Well, it looks a lot like, Call of Duty. Just how everything works and everything. So, it looks
Duty.
Like it's a...
You said duty.
looks like a clone of that for the most part. But I play a little bit of that, and I know I'm going back to my week.
That's fine.
But
I fully support that.
I forgot a few things of it because Wes has gotten me playing DDO, Dungeons and Dragons Online. And it's funny because my account I've had since it started, so I had all these things. I had a genie on my account. It was the weirdest thing. It was a cake. You eat a cake and a genie spawns.
Oh yeah.
And he gives you an item, and he upped you can pick different things. And one of my guys, he upped the attribute 1 point. My int went. But then another guy, he rained ham around him.
Yeah.
Ham?
Well, there's a command. There's a command in DDO called LFH. It's looking for ham, and your character will squat and look around like there's something really important to look for, and a little ham will be above their head.
So what's their deal with ham?
I have no idea, but I know that you can.
It was
look
a
for
lot
ham.
of ham. It was 50 pieces of ham that I had to run around and pick up.
Wow, that's a lot of ham.
I don't even know what it does, but anyway, that character has a lot of ham. So I did do a lot of DDO this week.
And I'll say this. I've been playing DDO with some friends of mine every single week for 2.5 years. And it's not to me, it's not a totally immersive MMO. It's not the kind of MMO that you go and you say, this is what I'm going to do all the time. But if you can get a regular group together to play DDO on a regular basis, it is so much fun. The dungeons are great. The game is pretty. And I really can't stop recommending it. We've had a blast with it.
Yeah, I think that is the key. Get a group, because there is no other game that is like playing Dungeons and Dragons, like a group of friends going and playing Dungeons and Dragons, and that's exactly what it is, and exactly why you want your friends. The solo play isn't that great, though it is. They did build a little bit in there now, but it's just so much fun to do. If you play DDO and you can't get a local game up, I do recommend trying it out. But anyway, so Eric, how was your week?
My week was fantastic, and I'm going to sing my way through it.
Tell me when you're ready for some harmony.
Okay. No, let's see.
And I'm mixing a cocktail right now, so just don't pay attention to me.
Some little jingling over there. Let's see. I went to Florida last week,
and
it was fun.
It was fun.
It was great. I had a birthday last week. I think I already established all this crap earlier. And stuff.
We're harmonizing.
Anything else that was good? Oh, yeah, okay. So, I played on the Scam School servers. Are you familiar with Scam School?
Is this TF2?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I'm not.
You're not? Do you watch Scam School?
Thank you.
I am familiar a little bit with it. I've watched it the one time that you made a tweet about it.
Oh, okay.
So,
Scam School is a show on revision3.com, along with Dig Nation and a bunch of other shows, Techzilla and stuff like that. Anyway, Brian Brushwood, he is a magician and scam artist, and he has this awesome show. Anyway, I saw that. Well, okay. First of all, I kept hearing Brian Brushwood on Twit, and I listen to Twit every week with Leo Laporte and friends, and he kept trying to talk about video games. I mean, and he did. You know, Leo talks about games sometimes, but then it kind of reverts back. Well, he went on this long thing about Steam and Defense Grid, and then starts talking about TF2 during Twit, and I'm like, hey, the guy plays TF2. I should get him on the show. You know, because I already watch his show. I already think he's cool. So, but like, he needs an outlet to talk about TF2, and this is
Leo.
This is your outlet.
Shoots him down every time, right?
Yeah, in a polite way, in a good way, right? But
like, let's go back to talking about Apple.
Yeah,
basically,
exactly. So I'm like, okay, so got to get him on the show. So I'm working on that. And anyway, so I want to go and play TF2 with him. So I did. And it was a lot of fun. And he even mentioned me and Control Point on his show. If you watch, he has another show, not a Scam School, but another show where it's kind of like this. He's got multiple cameras. He sets up. It's audio and video podcast, and he talks about all kinds of stuff, video games, and just all kinds of junk. Anyway, it's a good show. It's bbliveshow.com. Anyway, so he talked about the fact that I got on the servers and was kicking, and it was a lot of fun. Hopefully, I'll get him on the show maybe. And other than that, what else did I do?
Brian Bushwood.
Yeah,
Brushwood.
You know, his name always reminds me of
Monkey Island.
Yes, Threepwood.
Yep, Guybrush Threepwood.
Yeah, Guybrush. Which they're doing a remake of, which is going to be awesome.
I know. I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun.
I played a lot of TF2 up until I went to Florida because, you know, the new patch had come out. And previously, if you listened to the episode 2 episodes ago, we didn't really know much about it because of CPCon. So I tried to play as much as I could, got to experience getting shot in the head with arrows, got to experience the weird class that is now the spy. Wow, it feels like the whole game has changed. So anyway, so I'm still on the rampage of like discovering everything. I finally played the dual cart. See, I'm so lame. I forgot what the mode is called.
Dual cart mode.
Payload race.
Yes.
Torchmaster.
That's what you wanted. Payload race.
Payload race.
Oh, yeah, payload race.
Right. Yeah,
why did you ask for that? Man, God.
Yeah. We know what we were talking about. So, yes, that was a lot of fun. In fact, I played that on the Scam School server. If they don't have a clan, right? It's like CP. Just put CP in the name if you dig the show.
Right.
They do the same thing. You put Scam in your name if you dig the show. And it lets them know that they're your watchers or listeners. Yeah. Anyway, they're all really good guys. So I want to kind of make some sort of an alliance or something in which I mean a nice little scrim or something, right? A little game between Scam and CP.
You realize there are people. Nice? You realize there are people boycotting Scam School right now.
Why?
Because did you hear about this? Because of the iScam thing. Did you hear about this?
No.
He's trying to get it so that Scam School becomes the #1 podcast. So for one day, he's trying to get everybody to give it a review just for one. Like they're picking a day and a time, and everybody give the review at one point in time.
Right.
And he wants to go to #1 on the iTunes chart.
Yeah.
And there's some
people who are mad about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some uptight people in this world.
Well, apparently it worked because
they're trying to scam the iTunes and show how bad their system is.
Well, it didn't go up to #1, but it got up to #6.
Wow,
6, 7, and 8. Like he has 3 feeds in there, so it was successwell.
Yeah,
which is scary because like anybody can do that.
I know,
and like they should like fix it or something.
Squarespace.
Yeah, Squarespace. Oh, well, the whole Squarespace Twitter thing.
Oh, God. Come on.
Just real quick. That totally backfired for Squarespace because the first day they were trending, boom, that was it. They don't trend anymore.
Yep.
That tells you something. That means that there's a frequency. You can only trend so much.
For so long before people call you out as a big fat
scammer or spammer or whatever.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Well, but I still see Squarespace every day.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
because
but
people,
it's
but
not
it's not like
trendy,
it
though.
was.
yeah.
I know, but it's I don't mind a message that's a real message, even if it's a goofy message for blah, blah, blah. Then you tag on there your pound Squarespace. But if it's just, I'm going to hit you in the pound Squarespace, then it's a waste of my feed and a waste of your feed, and I'm going to start dropping
What are you
people.
talking about? That's funny, dude.
Yeah,
God, I hate
it is
you.
funny.
Hate you. But are y'all not worried about that? Like things like
No.
that catching on and becoming...
No, they've got a finite lifetime. It can only last for so long.
I don't know about that.
Really?
I don't know. When there's 100 businesses instead of one doing this, and I've got to see 100 different businesses.
But it won't. But
getting
that's just it. It won't happen that
squares,
way.
Pound.
There's
Scooby-Doo.
There's a finite amount of stuff that people will put into that. It's kind of like the lottery. It will end up being a few people who are doing it, and those people you just they're trashy anyway.
Trashy people.
Trashy
you hear that?
people
Wes is calling you trashy.
Doing Squarespace posts every day.
If you're putting pound Squarespace. I went a different route. I made a new account, and you can all follow it if you want, if you're morons. It's pound Squarespace.
Yeah.
With a D.
Yeah.
And so every time anybody posts a message on our forums, it posts to that feed with pound Squarespace. And then whatever the title
Does
of the feed is.
Squarespace, is the number of posts that you make with Squarespace in it count towards the number of times you're in the drawing each day?
Yeah.
Wow.
There's no limit. And so I don't know how I haven't won with
Well,
my
then why
7
don't you just
billion.
write one that spams it every second?
I don't know.
That can't be hard.
Well, we kind of do, don't we? Like with your little forum plugin thing.
It's
Yeah,
pretty
but
close.
that's a few hundred a day. That's not.
I wonder what it's up to.
I think our show is going downhill.
What are you talking about?
This is great
Well,
stuff.
This is quality.
I'm looking at the chat room. Face Poop, which is a classic name. He says, "Don't make me pull this podcast over."
It's got 1,541 updates so far on
And
this.
That's
pound
hot.
Squarespace.
Invest Boy Mist says, "I will turn this podcast around."
You know what's crazy? I have one follower.
Really? Who is it? Who is it?
Oh God, I got to log in to see.
Is it?
I'll tell you in a second.
Is it
Y'all
Brent
keep talking.
Copeland?
I hope not. I wouldn't have followed it.
So I want to talk about TF2.
That easy did it. What?
I want to talk about TF2
Why do you want to do that?
because I'm hyped about it again.
I want to talk about TF2 also / Squarespace.
Nice. Maybe they'll hear you and
It
give
won't
you an
tell me.
iPod.
It won't tell me who the one follower is.
Really?
So, about TF2. So, I had a.
Don't make me pour more drinks for
It must
it.
be me.
I'll do it.
So, how do you feel still about playing and talking on the thing? Because I know 10, 20, 30 episodes ago, you're like chatting it up, talking about the fact that people talk too much and stuff, and sometimes you don't want to play with.
There are
headphones.
still some people who talk too much.
Okay.
And I got it really bad last night during the Pac-Man game because I was trying to, I really wanted some honest feedback. I was like, okay, look, people, I know you're saying let's change the map. Let's get, and I would try to talk and there would be 3 people talking at once. And really, on the whole, if you're talking and other people are talking and you don't periodically stop talking when other people are talking, you're a jerk. I mean, pretty much that's what it boils down to.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I know sometimes you're talking and you want to go ahead and finish what you're saying, but if you're doing it all the time and other people are, there's major cross wires. And after a little while, I was just like, screw them. If they don't like it, they can deal with it.
Yeah.
But I do think that there are some people who are still talking too much. I've found that lately CP1, when we're not being silly late at night, really doesn't have as much talk as it used to.
Yeah.
And that's pleasing to me. That makes me very, very happy. Again, my basic rule of thumb, if you are talking more than 1/10 of the time, you are talking too much.
Where do you stand on playing music and crap like that?
Oh, it depends. If you can do it and be funny, it's great. If you're just doing it and people are like, quit it, and you're not quitting it, then you suck.
If you really think you're being a DJ, that's when it gets on my nerves because it's like no matter how much you play, no matter if it's the best song in the world, it still sounds like crap coming through your speakers and then through my crappy headphones. So I would rather play something locally if I'm going to play something, and don't do it over the waves. Because you just can't talk. At that point, there's no speech. It's pointless to try to talk because someone's playing, what are they playing? Something.
Quick question. I've never dual monitored, so I don't really know how it works. But, alt tabbing out of like TF2 is really kind of painful. When you are dual monitoring and you've got like MP3s running on your second monitor, can you just move your mouse over and like change songs and stuff and it doesn't interrupt anything?
Only if you're not full screen. If you're windowed mode but maximized, you can. And that's how I play the game. That way it doesn't knock me out. But if you're full screen, your mouse won't go beyond the bounds of the client.
Okay. Because I actually talked to my wife. I'm thinking about getting a second screen. So
mine doesn't work like that. Even when I'm maximized and whatever, I still get like hiccups, and it still has to like go. Bleh,
well, you have
for
to
me
do,
to actually switch to the other screen.
Shift tab first. That releases your mouse from the game. Then you can move the mouse over, do your clicking or whatnot.
Oh, good point. Without doing an alt tab.
Right, exactly. So yeah, do that. It works.
Okay, cool.
Let's try that.
Fabuloso.
See, we still give pertinent information everybody needs.
All right, good. We're on a roll. Let's continue this thing.
We're on a roll.
We have
not know.
One tip.
Okay.
No, that you already gave it.
Oh, okay. I already gave it.
We better tip in for the show. If you came for the one tip, you can tune out now.
Yeah.
Okay, so how about let's do a
little State of the Servers?
Yes, State of the Servers by Johnny Napalm, the one and only
Napalm.
Attention.
Greetings, Control Point. It's your friendly neighborhood server admin Johnny Napalm here with this week's State of the Servers leading up to episode 79. Issues, we've had some reports of lag spikes. Seem very intermittent. I'm keeping an eye on that, but it doesn't look like this is a chronic issue. The end-of-round map votes seem to be basically nullifying the rotation that we've built, so I'm disabling that, and if you want map changes, there's always RTV. As far as other things go, if you see bad sprays on the server and an admin is around, do let them deal with that. Bring it to their attention if they didn't see it, and let them handle it. Don't spray over it. Don't do anything other than just let the admin know, because it makes it difficult for the admin to deal with it if it's sprayed over or what have you. If an admin's not around, obviously do go ahead and spray over it if to cover it up, and try and find someone as fast as you can to get it dealt with. Put a handful of new maps on the server. Most of these are not going to make the sort of normal map list that people can pull from for votes and nominations and stuff, but the two that will are PL Blastoff B1 and CTF Aurora. They both look pretty good so far. As far as the other stuff for goofy times that might be admin inflicted, we have Rats Tequila, Toy Store, CP Rats Alpha 2, King of the Hill Corporate B3, Billiards, and Mario Kart. So it's out there for fun times, but they are not nominatable. Speaking of fun times, I've added the Roll the Dice plugin back in on CP1, although it is disabled by default. But we'll try and do some dice roll nights and stuff like that just periodically to break it all up and have a little bit of fun with that. So look for that coming soon, maybe eventually. Anyway, that's it for this week. Get out there and play.
That's good trip!
Nice stuff. I got
that was good.
I've got some additional stuff here. I know we've had talks in forums and everywhere about crits, no crits, blah, blah, blah. Johnny was even nice enough to put in the vote no crits or whatever on the server for people to be able to vote no crits. There's a big conversation about whether that should be lowered. Right now, the vote, you have to get 75% of the people to say yes to turn crits off.
I think that's totally legitimate.
And there are people who think that should be lower and blah, blah, blah. I've told Johnny not to make it any lower. And yes, maybe that's personally because I like crits and I hate no crit servers, but that's just how it is. We're kind of a general server. We're not any kind of like specific server. We're kind of a community server for general play, not for, elite play or any kind of sort of different thing. So it's there if you got the people that want no crits, and then you can play no crits. If there's not that many people there, there's no reason for us to turn it off. And so I hate to say it, but that's just how it is.
Yeah.
I'm all for it. I think 75% is excellent. I think it should be that way for, I think, all talk, pretty much anything. So,
yeah.
If you're going to change the status of the server, you need most of the people to agree with you.
Yeah.
True.
So, do we even have a conversation this week? I know we had someone. Do we want to talk about no crits and crits?
Are we on that loudspeaker now?
Yeah.
On the loudspeaker.
That was awesome.
News and discussions.
News and discussions.
Okay, so our first thing here is... Oh.
The realization. Oh!
Yeah. The closest we've ever gotten to being linked on the official TF2
Oh, yeah.
blog. So, we got very close to getting linked on the blog or mentioned or anything like that. There was a crossword puzzle. This is kind of old news for people who follow the official blog. But there's a crossword puzzle on the page, and it was actually made by, was it TF2 Maps? The TF2 Map people?
Yep.
.net.
And one of them, and as a caveat, one of them was Yumi.
Yeah.
So that's probably the source of our mention.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But so if you go and check it out, look at 25 down.
Yep.
And you'll see that it says popular podcast.
Yes.
And that's us.
We are popular.
Sorry to give you the spoiler, but if you put control point in those little boxes, then you're good to go.
And really, now that
Bam,
there's so
tip
many
number
things.
2.
There are so many things that the clue for control point could have been other than popular podcast.
I know.
So,
Like, I wanted more, okay, I guess I'm cool with just one, but, the heavy is made out of...
That would have been awesome, yeah. Or another one would have been the best podcast hosts in the world are.
Nice, I like it. I like
Brent,
where you're going.
Well, Wes, Brent, and Eric. In that order.
I see what you're doing there, but as we always say, Brent, West, and Eric.
Ozzy Mandias says CP jumped the...
control point.
Did you say Mike?
What?
Did you say jump the mic?
Jump the blank.
Oh.
Yes.
I thought you said Mike. I was like, that's not the answer.
Jump the mic.
Crazy Rita was so crazy.
Mm-hmm. So, yes, that was pretty cool that it didn't really even officially come from Valve themselves.
Yes.
But they posted it,
Yeah.
so they must have been, looking at all this stuff, and then they're like, popular podcast, that's interesting. And then they forgot to check it out, probably.
Yeah.
Or they Googled it and got sidetracked by some YouTube video or something.
Yeah,
and they probably
looked at the crossword puzzle.
They probably put in This American Life and couldn't make the rest of the crossword puzzle work.
Yeah, probably so. They got all
now that the
serenaded.
Blink party is over, how did it go?
Nice. Ooh, I like that one. Who said that one?
Rum
from,
party.
Actually, Kevin.
Rum.
Never cares. Okay. Anyway, so let's see. Okay, Crescendo 1897 said Spencer is blank. I had to throw that one in too. That's a good one. Okay.
Not here.
All right. So the next thing on the
Spencer is
old
bitter,
agenda,
big loser,
mad, angry,
guy I hate,
eaten by a jellyfish.
Nice. This next one is the need for decompiling valve maps is no more.
Oh, I know. I heard about this. This is a great thing.
A lot of people probably didn't realize. I don't know how many map makers we have as listeners. Probably a minority, but you can decompile valve maps to study how they're made. And this is what I did before I made the smash hit, the quad. And so I decompiled a couple of valve maps to see the mechanics and to see how they set flags and see what was going on. And it works great. And you can set a flag when you compile a map to, I guess it's like a compress type of function that allows a decompiler not to look inside of it or not to decompile it. So you can make your map non-decompilable, but what they're doing here is Valve is actually releasing their Valve maps, like straight up. You don't need to decompile or anything like that. The source is there, basically. So instead of having to create brand new ones from scratch, they basically give players access to several maps, including Lumberyard, Ravine, Badlands, Dust Bowl, Granary, Gravel Pit, Two Fort, Bad Water, Gold Rush, and Hydro. So you can figure out how to do TC maps.
So I've got a challenge for folks.
Okay.
First off, is Quad, is that decompilable? Can people grab that?
Yes.
So here's my challenge. I want someone to take Granary and take the middle point out of granary and put quad for the middle point. And so now where you would normally come out into that middle area, it's coming out of where the bases are in the quad.
Yeah.
So now the middle point is this like... No, I don't want the timer there. I want it to work just like a regular point.
Right.
But I want that middle
And
to
you
be
know
the
how
quad.
easy that is? That's as simple as...
Well, copy and paste action, right?
copying and pasting a bunch of polygons. There's probably an elevation problem and a scale problem, but you can just get it to fit in the geometry. Somebody totally get on that, and if you do, we'll mention it on the show, of course, because we'll...
Oh, and it will be on
Speaking of editing the quad, we need
rotation.
more cows. We need more of the wooden cow things. In there.
Oh, more cows? Okay, I like those guys.
I think we need
Those are good guys.
stand-ups of the three of us in there.
Ooh, that would be cool.
Like cardboard stand-up?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd
like
be
the
fun.
cow stand-ups,
Oh,
right?
yeah, okay. All right.
Get on that.
Get on it.
Get on here. So at this point, we can either go on to listener contributions or we can come up with a discussion topic.
Nice little discussion, actually.
Discussion.
Yeah, no?
What?
Never heard of that.
Okay.
Do you have a topic?
No, earlier we were talking about crits and stuff. We could continue with that, or we could talk about...
No, you were talking about crits.
Okay. Yeah.
What is... What is on the minds...
I like crits.
What is on the minds of the chat room folk?
I like crits. Really. I'm with you, Brent.
It looks like they want us
buddies, you
to,
and
they
I.
want us to play the ginning drinking game.
Okay, let's do the gin
There is
drinking
no
game.
way that we could do the ginning drinking game at this point in time.
We'll do the ginning drinking game after the show, and we'll link to it.
Are you kidding? I've got to drive home.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I can't spend the night here.
Oh. Okay, maybe we won't play the ginning drinking game. All right, next.
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa.
I guess we should just probably move on. How about that?
Listener contributions. Listener contributions.
Listener
contributions. Dun, dun. We have an email.
So, we also have discussion about mini CPCon.
Okay.
We do?
Well, we can talk about
Okay.
this later. We can talk about it later. We'll talk about it later.
I'm following the doc. What are you doing?
I'm just making stuff up as I go.
know.
along.
What the hell's up with that?
It's the way I roll.
Yeah,
I
he
see.
does.
I see.
It's how I resolve.
We have an email from Insert Remark Here. He says, "Hey CP, you probably don't know me. I'm Insert Mark Here. Insert Remark Here.
Yes.
Okay, sorry. And I'm usually on the F7.
Are you following the doc?
I'm usually on the F7 servers. Love your podcast, blah, blah, blah. Hey, that's exactly what our podcast is about. Anyways, here's my question. What do you think of the new game mod, Dragon Slayer? Do you think it's pretty good, really good, or super duper awesome? Oh, I'm not following the doc again. Or do you not know what I'm talking about? Thanks. Okay, so I actually played a Dragon Slayer last
did?
week. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember what the name of it was, but basically you came out of a building and there was like a kind of a sloped hill that went down to like a body of water. And then if you took a left there, you went into kind of a clearing and one of these big metal dragon type things was flying around. And we'll post to a picture of it in the show notes. Mm-hmm. This is the part where you write something in the notes to,
Post to the show notes.
But basically, there is a large dragony looking thing flying through the air, and your goal is to hurt it. And the funny thing was, I started playing sniper on this. Which, like I said, I've actually been...
You can snipe the dragon?
Well, it was really funny because Mintok came running around the corner as a scout, and I shot him as a sniper, and he went, "Oh my god, that is better than anything Chrono has ever shot me with." I just want you to hear that.
Wow.
That is a quote from Mentok.
And for those who don't know Chrono, he is a master at this.
So I just want you to know.
So he's basically saying a lucky shot was better than anything that Chrono's
It
ever
wasn't
done.
lucky. I shot him on purpose. I looked at him. I pulled the trigger. I shot him.
Oh, man. Was he drunk at the time?
No.
Okay, just making sure.
So anyway, but we went and played it, and it's kind of fun. I'm like, I ended up getting over there. All the team was dead. I ended up getting over there as a pyro underneath it, shooting it with my gun, and I was unable to kill the dragon. And then we never killed it.
Really?
So,
Dang.
but it seems like kind of a cool idea in that there's something that you need to do that the other team is attempting to inhibit you from doing.
Kind of like when there's a car going down a railway.
Yeah, sort of like that, but different.
No, I agree. I think that's awesome. I want to play one of these now.
Okay.
One day.
Well, cool.
One day. So we got another email.
And Torchmaster says we played Mystic Ruins. That was the name of it.
Okay.
Mystic Ruins.
With DS being Dragon Slayer.
So there's a lot of really cool
Slayer.
Dragon Slayer maps out there, right?
I have no idea. I only played the one.
Okay. That's really awesome.
So we got an email from oh wait, I'm still in that voice. We got an email from Phaser here. He says, "Hi, I've just listened to episode 73, and I wanted to thank you from the bottom of my heart for spoiling that." Well, should I say this? I hate to spoil it for somebody else.
Yeah, don't say it. It's the big Harry Potter spoiler that Brent brought out in the middle of episode 73.
Wait, are you telling me that this is like, how long has this been out? Like 2 years?
It doesn't matter. You don't spoil stuff like that.
If it's been 2 years,
no,
there's
absolutely.
no such thing as a spoiler.
I think so. It was already a meme, right? It was like a bunch of YouTube videos with people yelling out
no,
if you didn't know this by now, if you don't know this by now, you should never ever know meme.
Look, if you haven't heard of the spoiler for Citizen Kane, it makes it an infinitely better movie.
The movie,
yeah,
Citizen Kane.
And it came out. It came out 60 years ago. Huh?
Did he have multiple personalities?
Why do you lie about that spoiler when you tell the truth?
I don't know the real spoiler, so I thought I'd make something up.
What about Soylent Green?
Exactly. There's another one.
Okay.
See, I don't know that one.
See?
Oh, really? Okay.
Spoil it for me.
And Soylent Green would be a great movie to you. It's an excellent.
Is it a movie?
It's got Charlton Heston in it.
Oh, that lazy actor.
Lazy.
You know, in Spartacus, someone actually died in the.
Are you sure?
You can see it.
Did you look it in Snopes?
You can see it.
Did you look on Snopes?
No, I didn't.
Why is he a lazy actor? I don't get it.
It was a joke.
Oh, okay.
I really don't know.
But listen, this is all I'm saying.
Charlton Heston.
Is that there's
He relies on his voice.
There's
Everything
no
else,
reason.
Come on.
If it's such a meme, then there's no reason to not allude to it anyway. There's no reason to post spoilers. None. Zero. Snape
kills Dumbledore.
Oh, what an
Now they all know.
God. Man.
Look,
I'll have you know that
this is my thing. Okay, look, if you really care about Harry Potter that much that spoils something for you, then you should have read the freaking book.
No, that's
it's
just
too late.
it.
It's been years.
It doesn't matter.
Yes.
That's the beautiful thing about books. You don't have to read them on a time schedule.
Oh, you know.
What you're saying is that there is
I apologize that I told you that Snape.
You're putting a pop culture tax on people, and aren't you anti-tax?
Not pop culture tax. I kind of like the pop culture tax.
No,
I've never heard that before.
Fair.
I like that. Make me another drink. Oh, I'm gonna have to mark that in here. Another bleep. Wait, you bleeped me before I said anything.
No, Wes did already.
Yeah. But seriously, I'm just saying, just stop it. There's no point in it.
I don't mean to.
Yes, you do.
I seriously,
I've watched your face. Your eyes light up when you say these spoilers out loud.
I've got to say, the only things I've spoiled are things that I really didn't think were issues at spoiling.
Well, that's just it. It doesn't matter. I'll give you an example.
It does to me, though.
I'll give you an example, okay? I had a very good friend when Wendy was pregnant, okay?
And they said it's a boy. Damn!
Is when this Harry Potter book came out.
Yeah.
Okay. And Wendy was pregnant and she was really looking forward to reading it, but she wasn't able to get to it. And then all of a sudden the spoiler became a meme and somebody posted a t-shirt design of it before. And this was like, my wife was looking forward to this. She was and luckily I was able to like joke around about it and make her think it wasn't true, Yeah. But
how long was that after it?
This was like 3 weeks.
Okay. 3 weeks is a little early.
It doesn't matter.
It does. There has to be a limit. Because there's some things that we can't talk about because it would be a spoiler, like the ending of a game or part of a game, like Fallout 3.
You can totally...
like 4 years down the road that I can't... the dog died.
But
Does anybody know that? Fable 2, the dog dies?
But you can talk about that stuff without giving away the spoiler.
Right?
You can simply say, well,
you know what's funny? I don't know if the dog dies in Fable 2, but I'm assuming that is probably what happens, is the dog dies, right?
Well,
is someone going to confirm this for me so I can ruin something else?
Well, that girl...
Didn't we all think the dog is going to die at some point?
Look, all those people that sat there and said, hey, Marley and Me's a great movie, but the chick dies at the end.
Does she?
Oh, dude, totally.
Wow.
I'm lying.
The dog's got to die at the end, right? I mean, this dog, you hate the dog because it's
But anyway, listen. Seriously, you can allude to things that happen in stories without giving away the plot twist. You can talk about.
I'm going to have to disagree.
Then your mental capacity to discuss things is hobbled.
It's okay. I like being hobbled.
I used hobbled in.
I think you're hobbled because you have put this boundary on yourself. Oh, I got to care about everybody's feelings, and if they got this meme,
It's not that. It's I want other people to experience the things that I have enjoyed. And so I will.
Well, and I want to make sure that I experience things that other people don't get to ever experience.
We've already had this conversation in a
And I'm
previous
so
episode.
joking with that, but
anyway, moving on.
All right.
We got an email from Random Inuyasha.
Random
Inuyasha, something like that. It's the truth behind the Kritzkrieg.
Yeah.
And we have an X-ray copy. We have an X-ray version of the Kritzkrieg, where the weapon that the medic has, and if you look at it, it appears that the Kritzkrieg is full of Jarate.
Oh, come on!
Yep, it's true. What gives you crits is Jarate.
Pretty awesome.
Look
What
at
is
that.
Valve doing?
Was planning ahead that far. They are crazy smart, so ridiculously omnipotent. They knew what was coming 2 years down the road.
And you just spoiled it for everyone.
Why? This isn't.
I wanted to find out for myself that
Jarate.
Jarate was in there.
Well,
But now
That
you
makes
just
sense.
spoiled it for me.
I did.
It looks good.
You got pee in your mouth.
Yeah.
We'll
Heavy
put
kills medic.
We'll put the we'll put the picture in the show notes.
Hey, did y'all know that the sentry gun goes to level 3?
No way.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So,
Also,
so we ready for another round? We got lightweights drinking, like sipping like
No,
girls.
we're drinking at a reasonable pace.
so
You got a little bit more around the belly on us.
Random
You gotta drink a little
Inuyasha?
more to-
she also sent us another
Man, you get
thing.
mean.
This is a video that she
Mean
made,
drunk.
and this is really good. I've watched this like 5 times already. It is the Never Had a Friend Like TF2, from Aladdin.
Yeah.
Toy Story.
Toy Story. What?
Isn't that the Never Had a Friend like?
No, Aladdin.
Aladdin, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
In Aladdin, there's a genie. There's a genie in Aladdin.
I thought you were talking about the ending Toy Story song where it's like the guy on the piano, the old guy.
No.
It's another friend thing, but I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
'Cause I was just singing.
That piano guy dies in Toy Story 2.
I killed
Yeah.
him.
Aladdin
Good reason.
kills Tom Hanks.
Probably got some Jarate in his mouth.
But this is a really good video too, because it uses all kinds of different clips from different various.
Yes, Ozymandias. Sorry, I hate to
What?
interrupt, but Ozymandias, you got a friend in me, and it's not dirty. It's not dirty. It sounds dirty. It's not dirty.
Anyway, I don't even know what you said. It's a good video because she attempts to sync, like lip sync, everybody's lips and motions and stuff like that. It's really good. It's really clever. So
Can your
check that
friend
out.
do this?
I played it a couple times in the pre-show.
do that.
Can your friend pull
what's
this?
You know what's next?
Out his little heart.
Let me cue this up. This is the rapid fire.
Oh no, we got rapid fire questions.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is
We're
gonna
way
be
too
fun.
tipsy for this.
We got to wait for a round before you do these.
No. We can go ahead and start. I'm mixing.
Wow.
Can your friend pull this out his little heart?
Okay.
Poof. And look at it.
This is
Can your friend go abracadabra and let her rip?
okay. Wes, are you ready? Are you pouring stuff?
Abracapocus. Anyway, yes, I'm
You
ready.
ready? Okay, we're gonna start with Brent,
Sure, you say
and
that.
then we go to me, and then we go to
Yep.
Wes. We'll just do that rotation. Okay, ready?
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
This is the first rapid fire with my new mic. Let's do this
May I make a suggestion? Run.
and begin. Have you ever been telefragged?
Yes.
That's it.
Backstabbing a spy that is just about to backstab your teammate? How ironic is that?
Not as ironic as Alanis Morissette.
Backstabbing a spy that has just backstabbed a medic while with an Uber? How pyrrhic is it?
I don't know what you're saying
Give
to
the
me.
spy a massive nuke strapped to his back that explodes on impact with bullets. Yay or nay?
That's like StarCraft. That's like, what's her name? From StarCraft.
Pyro on fire or scout double jumping with Sandman?
The first one. Involving fire and pyros.
Should Bulletstorm buy Mass Effect or Fallout 3?
Fallout 3.
Really? Yeah.
What takes more skill? Body shots or getting a kill as a W plus mouse 1 pyro?
Pyro.
Body shots, baby.
I didn't hear the question. I was just throwing out answers.
The Heavy had a dog. What kind of dog would it be?
A Snorky.
But it would die in the end of the story.
What is the most humiliating thing you've ever... Okay, whoops, wow. Okay, forget that little part, okay.
This time that I was doing questions?
What is the most humiliating thing to have a pyro reflect at you? A rocket, a grenade, a sticky bomb, or a flare?
You can reflect grenades? Did not know that. A jar of Yarjarati.
TF2 theme in non-game related situations? The Dead Ringer Spy Watch or the Cloak and Dagger Spy Watch?
Neither. The diamond ring.
A spy disguised as a pyro is a spyro. Then is a spy disguised as a sniper a spiper?
Yes, this came out last night.
The Sniro?
You say so. Is Valve correctly turning the sniper into the chief? Electrified or fried?
Fried.
Electrified or fried?
Fried cheese sticks are better than electrified cheese sticks.
Would pornography starring your mother really be the worst thing that happens to you today?
No, actually, not really.
Spencer or Ginning?
That's a hard one. Ginning.
Kicking aimbotters or killing speed hackers before they zip you like a .rar?
Killing speed hackers. What are you doing over there?
Pugs or pubs?
Pubs.
What do you say? Farming or idling?
Hamming sandwiches. I don't know. Why not?
Babysitting your sentry or running around having fun?
Running around having fun. Screw babysitting the sentry.
What makes you a better ninja NG? Placing a sentry outside their spawn or a tele-exit by their intel?
Tele-exit in the attic.
Totally.
Jar of pee or jar of maggots?
It's all about the pee, baby. All about the pee.
And that would be it.
I was excited about the pee question.
Now it's time for special thanks. Special thanks go out to Volmedius, British Bulldog, Andy of Comics, Boochbach, Swift, Bulletstorm, Meatwad, aka Soylent, Frostbite, Invisible Ted, Shaleblade, Freckles, Sarda, Schmoopy, and Magmaspire. See you next time.
Yay. How about that?
Speed questions are credit to team.
All right. What is that thing? That's
It's an ice beak.
Yeah, one of those things. Texas Instruments, right? Wah wah wah
Wah, wah.
wah wah wah. Never had a friend like me. Okay, the next one, a Fritz question of the week.
Sweet.
Hey CP, Ifrit here. Do you think that the announcement of Left 4 Dead 2 will cause any effects on TF2? See ya.
Wow, no music. No terrible, horrible music.
Yeah, weird, huh?
No, I don't think that Left 4 Dead will affect TF2 at all.
Yeah, there's separate teams doing it, right? I mean, obviously.
Well, realistically, I mean, a lot of the TF2 people went and played Left 4 Dead 1, but I don't think that number is going to go up because of Left 4 Dead 2.
No, I still play both, right?
Yeah.
I still play both.
Well, you don't play Team Fortress 2.
I do. I haven't played anything this week except for DDO. Thank you. And that's about it. So this was just an odd week for me. I spent a lot of time with family this week, and they didn't know what to do with me.
That's understandable.
You know, it's like, hey, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
We had plans.
Yeah.
But
who are you and why are you
that,
in our house?
The only thing I can think it might affect is right before it comes out, they will pull the TF2 team over to Left 4 Dead to basically debug and help them finish up for the last couple months, because that's what they did for the first one. I don't see why they would.
I don't think so, because I don't think that we're dealing with the kind of final touches that Left 4 Dead 1 needed. I mean, it's using the same engine. Basically,
you just like to be wrong.
No, I like to be right, and that's why I say the things that I do. Ouch.
That doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, I know.
But
so they're going to bring
most
the team
of the
over
game
to
is
help them
already
out
in
again
place
because it went so well the first time. Why wouldn't they do it again?
I don't think that's going to be the case.
I think they will.
No.
I think they will.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
You're wrong. You're wrong.
Wes is wrong.
Wes is wrong.
And how many
like my
times-
schlong.
How many times do we have to drink for saying Left 4 Dead?
I don't know. Left 4 Dead, Left 4 Dead, Left 4 Dead. 3 times.
All right. You hear the little... Okay. All right.
Wow.
Next on the agenda.
I think he's making these stronger and stronger too.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
No idea what you're talking
A
about.
real bartender.
Oh, this is good. Next thing here is surveillance. by the way.
Surveillance. Surveillance. We love you, surveillance.
Wow, that was really terrible.
Surveillance.
Dun dun. So today we have a video sent in to us
By Icon.
And this is good. This is TF2 Heavy sells Kaboom.
Kaboom! And he during CPCon he introduced me to this video, and it's
Did he?
It's pretty dang funny.
This is the
Kaboom.
infomercial guy.
Yes.
What's his name with the beard?
Oh man.
You know, the beardy guy.
Yeah.
Billy Mays.
Billy Mays.
Billy Mays here.
Yeah, as opposed to the slap chop guy, which went to jail for hookers or something.
He's back out.
And
Yeah,
so
it was all fake.
this is pretty good. Kind of on the slap chop kind of side of it. Like it's using the TF2 voices in synchronization with Billy Mays trying to sell his fabulous product, Kaboom.
Are you going to
That's
show
good.
it on the Ustream
now?
now?
I will show it after the show for the people that can see. But for you people that can hear, check the show notes and you will see a shiny little link to that. Shout outs.
Shout outs, shout it out loud. Boom, boom, boom.
I want to
I'm boycotting your singing.
I want to shout out to all the people that are hanging out here in the chat room. You are all invited to watch the world premiere of CPCon episode number 1. It is a video. I will be playing it right here after the show, live for everyone to see and to love.
To love.
And for
to blave.
For our audio listeners, just check the show notes, because there will be a link in the show notes on Wednesday on release day, and you can check it out on YouTube. But for now, that was it.
Are we done?
Are we shouting out to anybody else? Anybody cool? Need a shout out?
I'd like to give a shout out to all the people who played Pac-Man this week. It was a lot of fun, and it was a good time.
Sweet. I want to shout out to Face Poop, because his name is funny.
And I want to shout out to Snows, because they have now confirmed to me that Marilyn Manson was not the geeky sidekick to TV's The Wonder Years.
Yeah, I never really thought that either.
I didn't either, but it's kind of funny it's on there.
Shout out to Mr. Eagle, too, because he will be visiting Huntsville pretty soon.
Yes, we're going to discuss that after the show.
Yep.
So we actually need to call Eagle up and see what's up.
So he'll be right here in the studio doing an episode with us. It's going to be a lot of fun. And, yeah. So, I guess we're going out to thanking our sponsor, lowpings.net. Control Point's official TF2 servers are hosted with servers by lowpings.net.
And they've got a catchy song.
They do.
And Sir Cinnamon, did you want to mention that too? Sir Cinnamon bought a server from lowpings.net?
That's right. Sir Cinnamon, you are the man. He bought a server from lowpings.net because of us. And, well, if you want to write this down, his IP address to his server, I'll say it right here, 216-236-101. And the port number is the standard 27016. His password is supercool with the exclamation point. So check that out. Thank you very much for getting a lowpings.net server.
Yeah, definitely go there and give him some people to play with and make it like CP number 2.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, if you want to put a little CP number 2 on there, that's cool. Let's see here. So I guess that's about it. You can give us a call, 256-513-4772. Listen to all of our excellent shows.
And please, if you have not given us a review on iTunes, please go and do so. If you're listening to the show, let iTunes know what you think of it.
And remember, if you see us on the servers, don't say sir. It's podcaster to you.
Mr. Podcaster.
Mr. Podcaster.
Yes. So that's about it. You can watch us live right here and chat in the chat room every single Sunday at deadworkers.com/live when we usually start the show around 3 p.m. CST. Today we started a little later because it is Father's Day.
Yes.
Yes, happy Father's Day to you.
Happy Father's Day to you.
Thanks for the drinks. They were awesome.
Yes.
And thanks for the gift certificate coupon thing.
Yeah.
I'll be using that.
Yeah. Oh, fabulous.
Awesome.
This episode goes out to all the fathers out there.
To all
the
guys,
you are.
we've been fathers before.
And a quick Twitter pimpage, twitter.com/snailhead/Brent Copeland /Wes Wilson /Control Point /Deadworkers.
And there's also DWP Community if you want to see
is this
every
ever
single
gonna
post
frickin'
that's
end?
made on the forums. You just sign up to twitter.com/DWP Community.
Or you can
I
look
actually
at
do it. It's
Twitter
not that much spam.
/Squarespaced.
Oh, also,
Yeah, I wouldn't do that one.
my other account, nailhead_gamer.
Oh, God, please, guys, come on. We were doing so good. We were going to go out on a bang. Are we done? Are we done? Can we be done?
Stay tuned till next time.
Wah, 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 wah.
You are now at the end of another episode of Control Point,
Victory.
Every one of you deserves a medal.
a podcast brought to you by the Dead Workers Party. See the show notes and leave comments for this episode at controlpoint.deadworkers.com or leave us a voicemail at area code 256-513-4772.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Hello, this is Crescendo1897, and I got a quick tip for the spy. If you have the dead ringer and you get attacked by a pyro, wait until the pyro is out of range of you with his flamethrower, or her flamethrower, and then use the dead ringer. If you use the dead ringer while he's still burning you, then you'll just fall, and then he'll still be on fire. Thank you, bye.
Hey, it's an Olsen. I just was listening to episode 50, and I have to say my favorite parts of the podcast is the Wes Wilson laughing fit, where he laughs so much that he sounds like he's having a heart attack, or he's about to pass out. So please, Wes, keep on laughing. Keep making me happy. And please, don't pass out while you're laughing. Thanks. Bye.
Dead Workers Party Network. We're bringing Smexy back.